What's good? This is your boy Cameron Wilson, aka Cam the Illa, and this is amazing. I'd like to welcome everybody to my new YouTube channel. This is the first episode, and yeah, I'm excited about information and things I'm going to bring to the table that I'm going to share with you all. This is the introduction, and so I want to start off with a story. I want to start off with something personable, why I do this, why I came up with the concept, why I am sharing or wanting to share all this wonderful information in regards to creating children's books, besides it being a need and a market that many people want to get into but don't quite know how. I'm going to share something that why I'm inspired to do what it is that I do, essentially. So 5 years ago, back in 2017, December of 2017, I was working at a company in Orlando, Florida as a graphic artist. This job at that time was really special to me. It was the first job I had in a minute, as working for someone outside of working for myself that I had gotten. And so I had hold the job really dear to me because it was, my field. It was something that I love to do, creating and as an illustrator and working as a graphic artist. The company was beginning to have some issues, beginning to have some problems and whatnot. And so, just being triggered and going through things that I dealt with prior in my life, I told my manager at the time, I was like, hey man, if this is something that, is going to be a situation where I'm going to be led to be laid off, I really would like to know. That way I can kind of, work some things on my end, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't afford to be without a job or whatnot. And at that time, he was just like, hey, man, nah, everything's cool, yo. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. You don't have to even worry about it. You're safe. On Christmas Eve, we had a Christmas party. Everything was cool. We exchanged gifts, doing all that great stuff, all that cool stuff. After we did do the exchange, he's like, all right, everybody, let me sit y'all down. I need to talk. We need to talk. So we get us all together. We sit down, and he drops the news. A guy's going to take a few days off for Christmas or whatever. Enjoy your families, but I'm not sure if any of you are going to be able to come back. You're going to have to lay off a few. Things has been rough with the company and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And it hurt because, again, it was just one of those situations where I totally committed. I was committed to the job. It was, it was really me wanting to show off my ability and skill and, just hoping that they would see something special in me, And that's when it hit me. I realized that I never want my livelihood being controlled or my destiny being controlled in the hands of someone else. That moment was a teachable moment. It hurt, despite everything that was going on in my life at that time. No matter how hard you work for someone or no matter how committed you are to a job, it's still a job to somebody else. And they have the power to let you go. You know what I mean? I felt like it was a situation where my destiny was being controlled. And I never wanted to be ever be placed in that situation again. It was that moment where I decided, hey, you know what I mean? With all the experience that I have, with everything that I've done throughout my years, I need to do something. I need to create something. I need to get into a field of where I'm using my skill, my ability, and my experiences and everything that I've acquired all over the years from my previous jobs, whether it was working customer service, whether it was me being in sales. I know all of this. How can I make this work for me? And at the end of the day, I'm an artist. Like, how can I leverage what it is that I'm doing and make this make this my livelihood? A few months later, one of my good friends, Janica B. Lewis, she reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm writing a children's book. Would that be something you would be interested in? I never thought about writing or creating a children's book. Give me the details. And she gave me the details. She gave me the rundown. She was telling me, what she needed, the book size and all these different things. And because of my experience, with previous jobs and being a production artist, I was like, yeah, that's something I can do. Sure. And weeks went by, she gave me the project. Weeks went by. I was working on this thing and I realized how much I really enjoyed doing this. I thought this was something that was I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? Why wasn't I not creating children's books before? Why I didn't even think to even, think that this was even something that was lucrative or whatnot. And so the book was done. We worked on the project for about, I think 9 to 10 weeks. And just from start to finish was just the experience I had creating it, from it being just a storyline that she gave me through the email, and then it became something tangible. I went through all these different steps, and learning how to do it along the way, with some of the knowledge that I did have. I felt like this could be something that I can engulf into. You know what I mean? After the book was released, it was doing well. She said the numbers and everything was doing well. I didn't get a royalties or anything, any type of deal with her, because at the time, this was new to me. I didn't know what I was getting into. It was just something to do, and get into with me, losing my job. It was a new opportunity. The book is released. It comes out. People are loving it. They loved it so much that people was asking her, who did your illustrations to your book? And she's like, hey, my guy Cameron Wilson, he's an artist. She referred them to me, and then it became 1 to 2, 1 to 2 referrals. Next thing you know, I was getting referrals from everywhere. Just word of mouth. People was just trusting what I was doing, and the how quick I was doing everything, and just my experiences, and just being able to illustrate on a level and doing the self-publishing aspects of it. It was a niche that I knew that needed to be executed. It was a niche that I knew that I needed to get into. It was from that moment that I realized there are so many people writing stories. And it's always going to be ongoing. People are going to write stories all the time. And then I began to learn about how you got so many different illustrators on there and how they're charging, and that became a thing within itself. It's just so many opportunities that I felt like that I can make this a lucrative field for myself. And so that's when it hit me. This is what I need to be doing. I need to be creating children's books. Fast forward today, I've illustrated over 400 books. You can Google my name. You can go to Amazon.com and look at some of the titles that I've done throughout the years. Some of them you can tell were my earlier works, but as time progressed, you can see how better the work has gotten. And again, that's all part of this process of learning what works and what doesn't work. And now I'm going into the next phase of my life, which is the introduction to this channel. I want to create this channel to help other individuals, artists such as myself, who are trying to figure it out, or people that want to get into the industry but don't quite know how. This is going to be the channel for you. I'm going to be sharing all kinds of different experiences, my 10 steps, my process on how I illustrate books. Guys, I want y'all to understand, I've learned and came up with a method that I am able to manufacture with my artwork. And you can do the same thing too, you know what I'm saying? Not taking anything away from, your process of what you might do, but, just giving the little tweaks and things that I've learned over the years that'll help you become a more efficient artist, a quicker artist, just utilizing tools and things out there that you might not be aware of, and just learning how to go through different challenges through revisions and doing things that other artists might experience but have an effective way of getting through things. I just wanted to give some context to who I am and why this channel is important, and I really look forward to you guys really just diving into some of this dope information that I'm going to share. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be to me fulfilling. The first fulfillment I got was when I created a children's book and I saw a child excited, laughing, and just embracing the fact, embracing the fact that they got a book that they love, and and seeing the client's reaction and knowing that I've helped them dreams and opportunities and things come true. That's fulfilling to me. So, by me doing this, I feel like it's going to be fulfilling to, other artists who are trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what all this is about. Just artists and young people who want to get a career and want to design and want to illustrate and draw but don't quite know how to do so, this is the perfect channel. This is the perfect set of videos and things that I'm going to share throughout this entire time. My next video I'm going to get into is my 10-step process into creating children's books. I'm going to start with step 1, which is going to be outline and research. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cam the Illa. Look forward to working with you guys and hearing from you. You know, I would like to hear some of your experiences as an artist, or some of the struggles or the challenges that you have to deal with, or things in the past. You know, please share those things. I will definitely read them. I'm definitely trying to connect and build a community with this. I feel like this is something different and new. And I feel like what I have to bring to the table, you know, would really be helpful to other artists as such as myself. Thank you for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon.